Hi, we're looking for new faces. Maybe yours. Are you willing to do a long interview on YouTube so that maybe you can better understand the folks you disagree with? I know I am. We're going to do 22 interviews in 22 cities in 22 days. If you're up to it, get in touch. We should talk. Well, we're a few days into our tour, and so far 7 people who are sincerely trying to make the world a better place have talked to us. Here's some of what they said. If I'm a guy that doesn't speak Spanish and my kids, are going to be going to the workforce, do I now have to start worrying? I better make sure they know how to speak Spanish. Well, is that not a legitimate fear?
Yeah, no, it's legitimate as long as you believe that the world outside yourself is really going to get you. So in other words, I'm saying that's a misunderstanding on the level of Copernicus.
How so? Don't we all compete for?
No, basically we create our own reality out of our own thoughts and perceptions. So basically if you see everything through the eyes of fear, whatever you attract is what you're going to experience. So if you basically live in fear, you're going to draw to yourself fear.
People around here on the border, their lives are so intertwined on both sides of the border. They have family on both sides of the border. They go back and forth. People who live here work in Mexico. My daughter-in-law did all kinds of research in Mexico. They don't really see a border.
Global warming research is simply a way for people to reach out for more power, for governments to reach out.
What would you do if you were confronted with it and you were the elite and said, well, this is what's happening, how do I defend myself against this and my family and my resources? What would you do?
And my position is, if you really want to stop them from coming, you start throwing their employers in jail. If there are no jobs here, they have no incentive to come. But American greed is such that they will hire these people because they know there's no consequences to the American.
People said, that's not fair. That's not fair to me. I'm white and I never did anything. No, you didn't personally do anything, but you represent or come from a community that has had, would you call it a fair advantage? I wouldn't call it a fair advantage.
You really feel like there is no suffering on the side of the American citizens by these kinds of actions, like DACA?
I honestly don't feel like they meaning undocumented folks, are taking away jobs from people in the United States. I think that the people in the United States can get jobs when they need to get jobs.
It's just like when my dad, grew up without an Italian accent, and when Barack Obama made sure he had a crease in his pants. In the past, it was just considered, okay, this is how the melting pot works.
I'd say you've bought into being a cog in a wheel that benefits a lot of other people a whole lot more than it benefits you. You're willing to eviscerate your own culture, get rid of your accent, so you fit in a culture that maybe needs to adjust more to you than vice versa.
So that's just a sample of what we filmed in our first 5 days, and we've got 2 more weeks to go. We thought we could film in the morning and post a video each day, but the response has been so good we can't keep up. We only have time to show these few clips, but I hope you can see what we're trying to do here is not to embarrass anyone or change anyone's mind, but just to understand why they think the way they do. That's what the series is all about, and I hope you join us by subscribing to the channel and liking the videos.